Hey guys, the age group online qualifier was over this past weekend, and I thought I'd share some of my thoughts, some of my feelings, where I landed on the leaderboard and what that means for the future for me. And I know that those of you that follow me already know kind of where the results are and what's going on, so I just thought I would share my thoughts, my reflections over the past weekend, and then what that will look like for me going in the future. And I'll also answer questions that everyone asked via Instagram. I threw out a question yesterday, like what questions would you like me to answer about this past weekend and the results from the weekend. And so I'll answer those questions as well. All right, first of all, what is the age group online qualifier? So the road to the CrossFit Games is long, actually. So what happens in October of last year is there's 5 events called the CrossFit Open, 5 workouts released over 5 weeks to be done within a couple of days. And when all of those results are submitted, the top 200 in my age group from those 5 workouts get to do or qualify for the age group online qualifier. There's about 25,000 men in my age group. And again, top 200 is a great thing. So those of you that are watching that made the top 200 and got to participate in the age group online qualifier, this is for age groups 14, 15, 16, 17, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45, 49, so on and so forth. Congratulations. Like it's a huge accomplishment just to make it to the age group online qualifier, which is just last weekend. 6 workouts were released on a Thursday night to be completed and submitted by Monday. Those workouts were all challenging. There was really 5 workouts and one 1-rep max lift, which was a clean and jerk. So as I approached the week, so last Thursday I actually got the announcement, and I was really excited. I looked at all the workouts, and I thought some of them were going to be really challenging, like the overhead squat workout, which finished with 10 overhead squats at 225 pounds after a bunch of work. I thought that one would be really, really challenging. Some of the others I was really excited about, doing 100 burpees in a workout. That was exciting. Double unders and thrusters felt like it was in my wheelhouse. Toes to bar and bar muscle ups, these were all pretty exciting. So I actually looked at all of the workouts at 8 o'clock on Thursday night, and I was really excited. I actually had a hard time getting to sleep that night because I was pretty excited. I woke up Friday morning feeling incredibly groggy, really, really groggy. It was very strange, very strange. I was with coronavirus and all of that stuff happening right now. I am by no means a hypochondriac, and I had no symptoms, just felt groggy. So it was really weird. I went to the gym, warmed up in my little space because we're all practicing social distancing even at that point already. So warmed up in my space with my own barbell that I brought in, and I just didn't feel great. But I'm going to start with clean and jerks, but I'm going to go for it. So started warming up clean and jerks, and actually ended up getting a 12-pound PR on my clean and jerk. I worked up to 275. 285 is my personal record. I hit 286, which was great. That was a PR. Jumped up to 291 and missed 2 or 3 attempts. I just couldn't get it. And so, what the heck? We bumped it up to 297, and I hit it. And it was great. When a clean and jerk works, man, it's just smooth. So hit that, felt great. Bumped up to 302. I tried a couple of times, and I actually had this this issue with my hip. It started after Wodapalooza, or during Wodapalooza. There was an event that had 120 pistol squats, and I was really sore from that. But there's a little pinch on the side of my hip that kind of shoots down my IT band on my left leg. And on my last attempt at 302 on the clean and jerk, I actually caught it, and I almost tipped over on my left leg. I couldn't get it up, and it really agitated that spot. So for the rest of the weekend, I could barely walk up and down stairs with this hip. But once I got warm, I was okay. Once I was warm and the adrenaline was going, that was okay. And so anyway, got my clean and jerk out of the way and did the bar muscle up and toes to bar workout, which was really hard. And I did really well on that workout. I think 8th overall on that workout, like That's great. I'm happy. Clean and jerk, I'm pretty happy. I wish I got over 300, but I was pretty happy. But I was really thankful. I was going to do a third workout that day. I had a whole plan to do 3 workouts that day, a workout on Saturday morning, a workout on Sunday morning, a workout on Monday morning, and then Monday afternoon do some retests. That was my whole plan. But I just didn't feel good on Friday. So I called it at 2 workouts. That's it. I'm going to stop there. And now I'm going to do 2 workouts on Saturday. That's going to be my plan in my mind. So I start Saturday with thrusters and double unders, and I wake up Saturday morning and I don't feel any better. In fact, I may have even felt worse, but I just felt so groggy, but no symptoms. So I can't say that I was sick, but I was in the red on my Whoop. I was in the red or just on the verge of red Friday morning, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is Thursday. I have been 6 days in the yellow or red. I'll throw that up here on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube. But for whatever reason, I'm just not feeling great. So everything else is shut down. I'm not working out now or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. Just didn't feel good Saturday morning, but I got the thrusters done. Boom. And it went okay. I got 6 rounds of thrusters and double unders. If you know the workouts, you can check it out. Thrusters, I got 6 rounds, which was great, plus 3 reps. I really wanted 6 rounds plus 6 reps, got 6 plus 3. Okay, pretty good, but I'm gonna have to retest that. And it's an easy workout. I know I'm gonna retest it on Monday. Okay, that's done. Eat lunch that afternoon, overhead squat workout. And here's where I think everything changed. Went for the overhead squat workout, and it all felt good. It was 15 chest to bar pull-ups. I broke those up a little bit, then did 10 overhead squats at 95. Got to my overhead squats at 225, cleaned it, popped it up to my back overhead, and got 1 rep. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, holy crap, 8, I'm killing it, 9, 10, and I dropped it at 10. I mean, it wasn't even close. I got down and that bar just, I was dead. And this was right at the 5-minute, 55-second mark. I needed 1 more rep and I'm at 6 minutes. And that workout's done. I dropped it. Okay, it's okay. Pick it up, let's clean it up. I missed the clean. I was so tired, I couldn't clean it. Recovered, a couple more seconds, missed the clean again. Now I'm panicking. 3rd attempt at a clean, get it up, get it on my back, get it overhead squat, done. 7 minutes and 40 seconds. It took me 1 minute and 40 seconds to do 1 rep. I was so disappointed, so disappointed. Just laying on the ground, utterly exhausted, and knowing that I have to retest that workout. And that messes up everything for the weekend. My whole plan, the whole weekend is screwed up now, and I just don't feel good. 1 rep. So, okay. I mean, I was so upset internally, just so angry that I couldn't get that last rep. So much pressure on myself. Okay, that afternoon we relaxed and took it easy. Sunday morning I woke up, I felt terrible, felt worse. I'm like, one of these mornings I'm gonna wake up and I feel great. I felt worse Sunday morning, but I've got to do the burpee workout, which was 100 dumbbell snatches, 50 calorie row, and then 100 bar facing burpees. This is normally an exciting kind of workout for me. I just wanted to get through it and do the best I could. So I gave that thing max effort. I got 13:49 on that workout. And anyway, I wasn't sure if that was good enough, wasn't good enough. I had no idea. I just knew that it killed me. I was absolutely floored. And that's a workout that you should give all effort and should be dying at the end of. But I just didn't have it. I was dying in that workout. I did 100 dumbbell snatches unbroken, did my row, held about a 1200, 1250 or 1230 on that. I could have gone harder on that. And the burpees, I just couldn't go faster. It was crazy. And I'm good at this stuff. It was really frustrating. And because I knew that I was gonna have to retest the overhead squat workout Monday, I decided to do the deadlift, handstand push-up, front squat workout Sunday afternoon. Got to that workout, felt pretty good, fairly fatigued from the burpee workout in the morning, but I got through that workout and I did okay. On my last rep of handstand push-ups, I got a no rep, so it actually took me about 10 or 15 seconds to get that one last rep in there. But the overall workout was okay. Thankfully, I was done for the day. I'm ready. I've got all the scores done on Sunday afternoon. I've done 6 events. Monday is retest day. So Monday morning, I get up. I actually feel okay. I feel pretty good. Okay, I feel pretty good. I'm still in the red. My Whoop is telling me that I'm just not recovered, which I understand. But yeah, Monday morning, got up, did the overhead squat workout. I played it conservatively. I set the bar down at rep number 6 on the overhead squats, picked it up, did 4 more, got 707. So I split the difference in the times. Instead of 740, I got 707. If I would have done it in 6 minutes the day before, I wouldn't be retesting. I wouldn't have done so many different workouts on one day and all that kind of stuff. And then Monday, I retested the double under thruster workout. Added 3 reps, got 6 plus 6, which was great, and a good score. And then I decided I wanted to retest the burpee workout at the end of the day and just give it a shot, give it a go. If I could shave off 10, 20, 30 seconds on that thing, they could be a big, big difference. I had the math all lined up. I knew exactly how long where I needed to be on the burpees, and got through the dumbbell snatches a little faster. The row was about the same, got to the burpees, and I had nothing left. I was so tired. At rep 50, I hit it. I looked at the time, and I knew how long it was going to take me to do about 50 more burpees, and I wasn't going to significantly beat my time. I wasn't getting faster on the burpees. To say that, I was getting slower actually. So I think I was just so exhausted. It was just the wrong workout it wasn't the wrong workout. I was just not going to improve on that workout. So if you did the age group qualifiers this weekend, you can probably empathize with trying to figure all of this stuff out and just knowing what your body's capable of and what it's not capable of. Turns out that if I would have shaved 30 seconds off of that burpee workout, I would be going to the games. And that's tricky. It's tricky for me to think about. To know that really I didn't need to retest the thruster double under workout. I just needed to do 30 seconds better. Maybe 45 seconds better if I had everything that I had in me on that burpee workout. So when I saw the final results Monday night, the scores got validated. I saw that I was in 13th place at that point. Now I'm 14th. It's highly, highly unlikely that there's going to be 4 people in the top 10 that submitted videos that are going to get them disqualified. It is very unlikely. So I don't think I'm going to the games this year. And I have mixed feelings. So the reality is I put a ton of pressure on myself this weekend. I felt like I have to go. I have to qualify. It's part of who I am. It's part of my, everything that I'm doing. I'm a games athlete, and I'm the CrossFit Games champion from last year. I have to go. I don't want to disappoint the people close to me. I don't want to disappoint the people that are watching from afar, and all of you that follow this journey. There's part of me that put a tremendous amount of pressure on myself this weekend to do really well. Last year, I was just hoping to possibly go back to the games. If I was lucky, I would get to go back. And I did. I made that top 10 last year, made it number 7, and got to go, and everything worked out really well at the games. This year, I knew it was going to be just as hard, if not harder. Even though I am fitter and I feel fitter, I feel better, I am stronger. In all of my workouts, everything is still improving. What happened this weekend was, I don't think an error in training. It was not an error in how I prepared. It was just, for me, I feel like it was 2 things. One, I knew that by doing Wodapalooza a few weeks ago, I was putting myself at risk by doing I knew I would go all out there and I'd give everything, and that there may not be enough time to recover. The best strategy for getting to the games this year would have been consistent training, consistent, and literally on quarantine for the last 2 weeks, just making sure I don't get sick, I don't get anything, regardless of COVID-19, I'm not getting sick or anything. stay recluse and then go into this weekend consistent. But I went to Wadapalooza. I wanted to. I just wanted to compete. I love competition. And I went and I gave it all. And I tweaked something in my hip, which could have affected my workouts a bit this weekend. That was one. And then two, I just wasn't feeling good this weekend. And I don't want to make excuses. I gave everything I could in the workouts. And maybe I wasn't fit enough, but there was an element that was part of me that was battling something. There was something going on. My recovery was not good. Maybe it was stress and thoughts around the coronavirus, which I feel like I can segment things really well in my head, but I felt like crap the whole weekend. And I actually still feel like crap. It just have this fogginess. And again, it's just going to be what's going on in the world. So I think my training was dead on. I feel like my fitness was dead on. 14th, all I needed to make was top 10, and all I needed was 30 seconds on the burpee workout. Everything else was fine. And not that I want to eke in 10th. I'm not looking to peak right now. I'm looking to just be a qualifier. So that's my thought on that. I'm sad that I'm not going to the games. It's a bit of a disappointment. It'll be hard to actually. I mean, I know right now it's like I just can't think about it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at the leaderboard. I just want to take a break from that. My body is really tired. There's a lot of other things going on in the world right now. But I am sad. I'm sad. I'm not going. To be fully honest and transparent. And those of you that are anywhere close, and you're in the teens, and 2 years ago, the top 20 got to go to the games. So I would be as secure as I could be in 14th and going to the games, but now the cut is 10. One of the questions that someone had was, do I think it's fair that there's a cut at 10 for the CrossFit Games? And I would say no. I think that for masters athletes, I think the top 20 is appropriate. I think it's really appropriate. Having the open and the qualifier as a test of fitness. 2 years ago, I qualified to the games in 13th and took 3rd place. Because at the games, that's where competition happens. You're actually with everyone right there. You're in battle right there with 20 other guys. And so I think that is a bummer that it's only the top 10. I think there could be and should be more participation or allowing for more masters athletes to go to the games. If they're having in the elite level, every representative from every country or every country winner, male, female, 30 potential sanctional qualifiers, male, female teams, all of that. This is a huge event. Why not have the Masters have 20 people in each category? Because this is our actual test in person. Everyone else gets to qualify by doing an in-person competition. They can see their competition right there and chase them down. And that's something I'm really good at. So at Wadapalooza, I knew what I needed to do to secure a 2nd place finish there. And on the last workout, I sold out in order to get that and make that happen. Because I could see it. I saw it right there. It was tangible. And a virtual qualifier doesn't provide that. So it's actually really, really hard. You just don't know if you're good enough. You don't know if you're fast enough. But if you see someone right there, there's this whole thing. So allowing the top 20 to go, I think, would be fantastic. I think it would be fair. I do think that the CrossFit Games should cover more Masters events. Last year was a bummer to have gone through that whole thing and not have any of that be covered. Having people around the country, my family, friends, everyone want to watch, and it's just zero coverage, and for the first year ever. It just doesn't feel like that was something that should have been cut. Now, the future of the CrossFit Games and the future of everything right now is all in question. So we'll see what it all turns out to be. If there's a CrossFit Games this year, there may not even be a Games, which leads me now to thinking about the other part of my feelings. For me, the thought about not making the games actually creates a large void in my world between now and August, a huge void that would have been kind of games training. I'm very focused. I love training for the games. I am going to miss that element of training heavy and hard. I mean, I love that. But what that costs me is backpacking trips and climbing 14ers. I live in Colorado. I could climb a 14er every weekend if I wanted to. by not making it to the games this year, it opens up that void. It opens up some space for adventure, for backpacking, for hiking, for working on my business. You know, Jason Grubb Fitness is still developing and still growing, and I'm excited for where it's going to go, and I think it's going to be really great. I'll continue to help everyday people develop health and fitness without spending hours in the gym and without starving themselves to death. This is the kind of stuff that gets me really excited. So this will create some space for me to focus on that. It'll allow me some space to focus on life. It'll allow my body just a little bit of time to recover. I've got a couple of nagging things that aren't terrible, but I'm gonna get outside and get on my bike. I did yesterday before it was snowing. It's snowing now, but yesterday it was 70 degrees in Denver, got on my bike and it felt great. So I'm looking forward to just having a little bit of breathing room in there because I'm coming back, obviously. I'm 44 now. I'll still say I'm the fittest 44-year-old on the planet. I think I did check the leaderboard the other night. I think when I was in 13th, I'm 44. Everyone in the top 10 is 40, 41, 42, I think at the oldest. I don't think there's any 43-year-olds in the top 10. I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I don't think. And I could not find a 44-year-old until I got to the upper 30s in the rankings. So I did really, really well as a 44-year-old. So I'll high five myself for that. I feel good about that. But I'm going to come back as a 45-year-old, healthy, strong, and ready to go. So I'm really, really excited for that. I'm okay taking a year off, and I can't wait to go back, and we'll see what the games looks like at that time. Because this is my life. This is my lifestyle. I love training. I love competition. Anything else I can compete in this summer, if I can, compete in a small triathlon or a sprint triathlon because I want to keep swimming because I'm scared of it, I'll do those kinds of things. So this creates some opportunities for some pretty cool stuff. It'll allow also the opportunity for this coronavirus thing to kind of just work itself out, ideally. The gyms are closed for a month. I've got a garage gym that I can work out, and I did order a Rogue pull-up bar because I don't like the pull-up bar that I've had. So once, in a week or two, when my body feels better, I'm gonna let it just kind of recover, maybe get on some bike rides, go for some runs. Once I start moving again, I'll be doing that in my garage. So that's gonna be kind of fun. I'm excited for some summer workouts in the garage, and then ideally getting back in the gym in 30 days, maybe 8 weeks. I'm not sure what that's gonna look like, but it's closed now, so no one's going to the gym. So that's what's now. What's now is get some space. Focus on some things that aren't games related, which is okay, and find some breathing room and get outside and enjoy some stuff and crush it in the business world. So if y'all could help me out on that, that would be great. I also did just find out today that my barber is not seeing anyone right now. So this hair is gonna get out of control because I can't get a haircut. You can't get a haircut. And if we can't get a haircut for like 8 weeks, these videos are gonna get awfully crazy. It's not gonna look good. Okay, so a couple of questions and answers. So what would I change? What would I have changed? Someone asked. I wouldn't have changed anything, except just, I'm not upset that I did Wodapalooza, but it was a choice to do that, and it did have an effect on this qualifier. Other than that, I don't think I would change anything. That my fitness is great, the training was great, my body feels great, except for a tweak, and that was just from a competition, from going all out on something. Was it a single workout, someone asked? Was it a single workout in this weekend that caused, and yeah, in my mind, it was dropping that last overhead squat had a ripple effect. It made it so I had to do a couple workouts, a couple of days. I didn't have enough space. I had to retest that workout, which was very challenging. Yeah, I mean, I replayed in my head 100 times. If I would have held that last overhead squat, my confidence would have felt great. Time is good. I would have probably been up 10 spots on that. I wouldn't have had to do 2 workouts on Sunday. So the overhead squat, the handstand push-up workout would have been better. I don't know. But yeah, I dropped that overhead squat, and that was a bummer. Huge, huge bummer. On the other hand, I just didn't feel good. So I pushed my body as hard as I could go. That was it. I gave it everything I got. Gosh, I feel like I covered all of the questions. One last question was, how does this change my training calendar? Well, it creates some space right now, and I get to work on some things, and I'm really excited about that. Overall, I think when we put a tremendous amount of pressure on ourselves, as I think about it, that was probably the thing that got to me the most. I'll just be fully transparent. I don't in the middle of workouts or at the end of workouts just shout out an F-bomb very often. Unless it's for fun or something, like F. Just try to keep this clean. That was a terrible workout. But I literally I missed a couple of clean and jerks on that first clean and jerk, and it just boom, I'm firing off F-bombs loud. Not my nature to do that. But then I hit one, so good. I hit that work. I hit 297 PR, great, good to go. I did the toes to bar workout. That one was fine in the bar muscles. But the next morning, did double unders and thrusters, finished the workout. And I actually lost, I couldn't remember how many rounds I was on. So I finished, I was like, how many rounds did I get done? And I was told that I got 6 rounds plus whatever done. And I just fired off the F-bomb. I was mad. And then that afternoon when I dropped that overhead squat, fired off an F-bomb, missed 2 cleans, screaming the F-bomb again. Sunday morning, I did the burpees, that was fine, but then the Sunday afternoon I was doing the handstand push-up workout, and I didn't understand why I didn't get a no rep. On my last handstand push-up, I didn't get my heels above the tape before doing the handstand push-up, and so I had to do it again and again, and I yelled the F-bomb in the middle of the workout, and I actually felt embarrassed. I've got friends watching me do this, and I'm losing my crap in these workouts, and it's embarrassing. That's not okay. And what it was just, I was applying so much pressure on myself, and I had an inkling and an idea of where people were at here and there on their times, on their reps, and so when I wasn't doing what I thought I should be doing, I was firing off F-bombs. And I didn't like how that was for me, and that was just another indicator. I didn't feel like myself. I had huge expectations of myself, and I wasn't meeting those expectations, so then I'm beating the crap out of myself. So when I approach the age group online qualifier again, or any kind of qualifying event like this, I think the lesson that I learned from this is to find myself in a headspace that is what I normally do. Give it my best, do the best that I can, allowing for whatever else to just kind of fade away. The things I can't control, I can't control. I'm not going to be like trying to check what other people got on the leaderboards, or if, people were sending me messages like, what was your time? What was your time? And now I'm feeling all the stress. Like if I don't beat that time, then that guy's going to be ahead of me. And man, I felt all that stuff this weekend. And I'm just going to find a nice headspace to calm down next time this happens. And if I make it, I make it. This is recreational. The CrossFit Games is not a career for us at our age group. It's the opportunity to go do something fun. And I'm going to work on remembering that as the key element of this is fun. We get to use this fitness, which I love doing every day. And I would do, whether there was a CrossFit Games or not, I would continue to do this type of training because I love it. And if I do get to go to the CrossFit Games, all the better, because it's fun. It's really, really fun. So those are my thoughts on the age group online qualifier. I hope that all that makes sense. I know I bounce around quite a bit. It's just kind of a brain stream of my thoughts and my feelings. And I imagine if you made it to the games this year, congratulations. And it's awesome. I'm sure you struggled this weekend like I did. These workouts were really stinking hard, really hard, and great. I don't know how Dave Castro can just put these together and you're like, I have no idea how to approach this weekend. It literally could have just juggled the workouts and really just do them as they fall and see how it goes. But anyway, that is our message for the day. If you know somebody that needs some help with their health and fitness, whether they need to shed a couple of pounds or they just want to not be thinking about what they should do for fitness, I can help them. I can get them in and out of a solid workout in under 45 minutes. And one of my programs has them in and out of fitness in as little as 14 minutes every day just to get something going, along with nutrition. If you know somebody that needs some help, send them to the website, jasongrubb.com, or find me on Instagram, jasongrubb_fitness. I will, of course, always love to be sharing my experiences with you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel here and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast.